everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bonnie Blue. I am back for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, bitch. Okay, so let me say this. Candy, you need some new people around you, okay? Because I already went in on Mama Joyce last week, and since she was not in this episode, I'm not even gonna waste my breath. Y'all heard what I said, but I'm gonna go in on Don Juan for a second. You are her manager. She's not gonna stop making money because it's very obvious that Candy put some money on top. Like, let's be real. You can't be a millionaire out here being stupid with your fucking money, especially not over no dick. So it really annoyed me for him to sit up there and listen to her talk about the situation with her mama in her bubblegum pop office, which I liked. Okay, shout out to Candy. And basically tell her that he had the same problem. Like, where is he gonna fit in? Is Ty gonna be able to come in and start running shit? Is he gonna stop receiving a check if, you know, because she gonna get married and two people become a union and all of this type of shit? And that's how Mama Joyce is feeling too. And I'm like, well, fuck y'all. Like, no, Candy, don't sit up there trying to explain yourself about how you always been about your money. You don't have to explain yourself to no goddamn body, and you don't need to stop your happiness because you got a whole bunch of greedy ass people around you, including your mama. And I'm sorry, okay, everybody gonna act like, oh no, I love Candy, I have the best intentions with Candy, and you know, it's just human nature to think about yourself and da 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 da. Yeah, it is human nature to worry about yourself, but not at that extent. Her getting married, what the fuck does that have to do with you losing your money? Like, you better have more than one pot on the motherfucking stove. Like, first of all. Second of all, you being her manager, like, what the fuck is that? I still don't understand how those two things connect. I understand that you don't want to be told nothing by Ty, but if they start doing things together, then yes, you're going to have to deal with Ty. And if you don't want to deal with him, then I guess you should just go ahead and quit and she can find another manager, a white one, that won't give her all this bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have said that because Lord knows white managers will steal your money. But I'm just saying, black ones do too. Black preachers steal your money. White managers steal your money and then try to act like, you know, and then go somewhere where you can't expedite them. Y'all, I've been watching too much of Bones. Anyway, so, you know, I just don't like that. I didn't like that at all. Don Juan, I'm just saying, of course they're better. Please don't come at me sideways. Y'all know I'm just joking. Of course there are reputable black managers and people that's not going to be fucking over people. But, you know, 9 times out of 10 people are shady regardless what color skin, you know, what color skin they have. So let me just say that to correct anybody that's going to come at me sideways for a fucking joke. So anyway, I still don't like nobody around Candy. Moving on. Talking about this is business. It's not personal. It's very much personal if you are taking her having a personal life personal and disguising it as business. You selfish motherfuckers. Get a life of your own. Get your own money and stop living off of people all the goddamn time. That's how I feel about that. That really pissed me off. Anyway, Nene is in the house trying to sing, humming and shit. Greg coming there with a mop and a bucket trying to get her to clean something up. And she's sitting up there talking about, I don't clean. I don't know why he's trying to get me to clean. I don't clean. And I'm like, you better have a maid, because if not, that's some trifling shit. Anyway, I mean, hell, your kitchen be looking bad. So, I mean, if your kitchen be bad, then you might not clean up. And I'm talking about the kitchen in the back of her head. But don't worry about it, okay? I was putting 2 and 2 together. Anyway, she gets a call from her manager saying that Glee is being pushed back because of Lil Corey's death. And I'm like, well, all right, that's fucked up. So, that's postponing on some money for Nene. So Nene right now is having a little bit of a time trying to get more work in Hollywood. But I think she'll come out on top because I love me a boisterous black woman character on a white show. I really do. I really, really do. So I hope that she gets a job on another show because I really would like to still see her on television outside of reality TV. So anyway, Cynthia is in pre-op and she doesn't want to, you know, she's like, why I gotta do a will? And I'm like, first of all, you have a business, a child, a baby daddy, a husband, and a little bit of money. You need to have a will already considering the fact that you're in your 40s. First of all. So why are you acting surprised when you go and have invasive surgery that, like, and you know what I'm saying, like, that you're gonna need a will? They always tell you that. Like, they told me that, and I'm only 20-something years old, and I'm like, I ain't got no fucking money. Everything I got gonna go to my mama. Ain't no will to be had. But if I got kids in the business and I own some shit, then I most definitely want to have a will when I'm 40-something years old. Cynthia, come on now, let's be smart. Then she go to asking why she had to shave her pubes off. And I'm like, if you had to shave or cut down your pubic hair, I'm more than sure it's because they're going to cut you somewhere around where the fibroids be at. I'm taking a guess here, people. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I hate when people ask dumbass questions and shit like that. And I understand that she might not know. She had a baby. She know what the fuck be up. Like, let's not sit up there and act like we ain't never been in the hospital before. But anyway, after the surgery, she said she felt like she'd been hit by a bus, a car, a truck, and then a bike. And her mom comes over to help. And then she and Peter start talking about how much sex they should have. And, you know, she feels like once a week should suffice, and she not, you know, living at home and you know, and not working. I mean, I got a job to go to, nigga. I need, you know, sleep. And I was like, once a week? I was like, yeah, you know, that's cool, but I feel like we can do better than that. I'm just saying, can we do better than that? You are on television, bitch. We can't do better than that? I mean, isn't there a time when you're making enough money that we can have sex more? Just saying. I've been trying to convince this bitch in the most polite way. Just because once a week is just, I don't know. Anyway, but, you know, she's going to get better, so good for her. Portia gets some of her stuff from Cordell in a U-Haul, and one of the corsets from something she wore for her wedding is just thrown in the bottom of a box, and it was kind of damaged. And he threw the wedding album in a box, so she started cutting the shit up. And I'm like, oh my God, Portia, you are really going to run this waiting to exhale shit into the ground. And I feel bad for you because I feel like you were bamboozled and all of this type of shit, but then I don't. I feel like you wanted to be loved and you wanted that lifestyle, and he was giving you that. But I also feel like you a stupid motherfucker if you think that I don't know that you knew about him probably being, you know, bisexual or something like that ahead of the marriage. I think you did know, and I think you overlooked it because you wanted that lifestyle. And now, because he don't want you no more, you want to put the shit on Front Street and act like it's such a surprise and it's something that is being done to you. But I really feel like you did it to yourself, if you ask me. And I understand that you may have loved him for what he was promising you, but I definitely don't feel like you loved him the way a wife should love a husband, and I don't feel like he definitely didn't love you. I just don't feel like y'all loved each other the way y'all should love each other when you get married and want it to be forever. Because if he really loved you, he wouldn't have just thrown you to the side like that so quickly, and then just to throw your shit out and put it in boxes and all of that, that was a lot. So Kenya is moving. But she says that she didn't get evicted by the crazy ass landlord. She in there packing all her stuff up with her little gay assistant Brandon, the one that got into it with Cordell and them last season. He in there bucking her head up about the landlord, and she says that the landlord's just trying to be on television, and the landlord's just trying to steal her fire and all of this type of shit. And then she starts smacking her ass on the piano, and I was like, oh bitch, why? Come to find out, the landlord lady is the one that she bought to the charity event that Portia did when her and Portia got into it that first time. And then her cousin comes in there, and you know, she's obviously the only one with good sense, and she's cute too. And then Kenya finds the landlord's wedding dress because the movers took it down for some reason, thinking it was probably Kenya's stuff, and it was the wedding dress, and she took it out and put it on and was dancing around with it. And I'm just like, oh my God, Kenya, get your fucking life. Get the hell out that lady's house. That's why she came over there cursing your ass out and called the police on you, because you in there dancing around in her fucking wedding dress. She was looking through the window. She saw what you did, bitch. That wasn't no foolery. You ain't get away with that shit. She probably looked through the window, saw what you was doing, and was like, oh, this bitch want to make fun of me. I got her number. I'm going to call the police on her. That evil ass lady called the police on Kenya and said that she was supposed to be out the house by 3 o'clock. But Kenya was like, no, she didn't. I was supposed to be out the house by 5 o'clock. And y'all, I felt bad for Kenya, but at the same time, I feel like Kenya probably shaded the piss out that lady one way or another, and that lady's just mad and trying to get even with her. And in that case, you reap what you sow. Karma's a bitch, and I'm moving along. So Phaedra is doing this new photo shoot since they had the new baby, and Aiden is so cute and smart, y'all. That is the most adorable little boy, and he can speak so well. He's just so cute. And Apollo is in there pissed off, talking about he didn't know about the photo shoot, and he gets tired of this shit. Every time he come home, he got to do something he didn't know about, blah, 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 blah. And I just feel like, you know what, to be a no job having ass nigga, you was a complaining ass nigga. You know, I mean, he just don't look like he's helpful at all. Like, and it's just annoying the fuck out of me. I know Phaedra gotta be ice queen and put on the front like she making it, but to me you could tell like she is very pissed off. She not even her normal giggly, you know, happy self. Like, she normally is shady and shit, and she don't even be throwing that much shade except for in the confessionals, and shit could be all right by the time we get to the confessional time. I'm just saying. So he acting all crazy. The baby starts to cry, and she tells the lady who's helping her to put the bottle on the stove and heat it up so she can feed the baby, you know, a bottle. This bitch come in there with an empty bottle talking about, I thought you said to rinse it out. She said, I said to rinse the nipple off. Didn't you just tell me it was on the stove? Like, what the fuck? So she get up and she aggravated because now she got to go fix the bottle. And then he gonna get his ass up coming in there talking about, it was just a mistake. Calm down. It was just a mistake. And I'm like, are you really talking to her like that? Now, you got more patience for people that don't matter than you got for your own wife. That is re-damn ridiculous, Apollo. Somebody to hit you in the fucking neck because you working on my nerves with your yellow bitching ass. They can say you fine, but I can't stand for no man to be sitting up there looking for compliments all the goddamn time. What you got, low self-esteem, nigga? What you got, low self-esteem, man? Get your life together. Anyway, so Kandi asked Riley about the wedding, and you know, Riley is like, bitch, I don't care if you get married or not, girl, whatever you want to do. And Kandi kind of works her way into the conversation about Mama Joyce and asking Riley, did she say to tell Mama Joyce to just ignore Todd and not talk to him because that's what she does. And Riley was like, no, I did not say that. I did not tell her that. I'm the one that told her to speak to him because she didn't want to speak to him. And Riley was like, you know, once you get married, you were saying that y'all married and there's nothing that can be done about it. So she's just going to have to get over it or she won't come around anymore. And I was like, Riley is the only one making sense around here. Riley said it from the beginning, like I said, girl, just get married. Why are you waiting for Mama Joyce to be okay with you getting married? You about to be 40-something years old, Kandi. Don't nobody have time to be sitting up here worrying about Mama Joyce and her thirsty ass. You need to get married and live your life and have your family. Your parents have had their life. Mama Joyce, you had your time with your man, and now you're trying to keep Kandi from having that same thing because you too worried about what's going to happen to you. You are not supposed to be trying to live with her and live off of her. You are not her responsibility in that way because nothing is wrong with you. You are ill-bodied. I mean, you know, you're not ill-bodied. You okay. You can work. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You're not sick. There's no reason why Kandi should be the one taking care of you and footing the bill for every damn thing so you could be sitting up there making her feel like shit about wanting to be with her man. That is so wrong. And then you got the audacity to put Riley in the middle of that, and Riley is really growing into a cute little chick. She has lost that little baby weight and she's very cute. I wanted to say that. But I really hope that Kandi, you know, do what she got to do because that's just aggravating. And so Kandi goes over to Portia's house after that to see how she's doing, and she comes in and sees all the boxes, and then she starts to talk about Cordell, and she says that she tried to work it out with him, but he didn't want to work it out with her, and she starts to cry when she sees the ruined corset and they're wet and stuff all laid around in these boxes, and just coming to terms with the fact that her marriage is basically over now, and that ideal of what she wanted is no longer an ideal. Now you need to find a new dream, bitch, one that relies on yourself and yourself only, because nobody else is going to do it for you but yourself. I'm just saying. Like, you got to be smart about shit. It's good to want to have a man that take care of you because that's what a man is supposed to do. But at the same time, you're supposed to always make sure that you okay, because these days men aren't sticking around to take care of these women like they used to and like they're supposed to. So ain't nobody got time to be sitting up there being all dependent on somebody else regardless of whether they're the husband or not. Fuck out of here. So she crying, and Kandi was making a stink face the whole time she was talking about the divorce being like a death. Like, oh. And I was like, Kandi, stop making that fucking face like you smell shit or something like that. Kandi always making some tight-ass facial expression. But anyway, y'all, so then they find a box with the sex toys in it, y'all. And the Benoit ball box was wide open. And she said, I never opened the box. So they're trying to keep hinting at Cordell being gay. And let me say this, Portia. The only person that you are really making look bad by constantly bringing that up is yourself. Because what woman who has had this conversation with her husband already is gonna sit up there and now try to, you know, act like you didn't know and gonna blame him for it? What kind of woman, like, are you with that shit to stay with a man like that and now you want to be mad about it? Get the fuck over it and stop trying to paint him as gay, whether he is or he isn't. Even though you say that's not why y'all marriage broke up, you still on this goddamn show showing out. So get your goddamn life together, Portia. Anyway, yeah, grow up. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. That was my Real Housewives of Atlanta review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Share it. And, yeah, comment. Let me know what you felt about the episode. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for, you know, VH1 Monday nights. Thump, 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 thump. Thump, thump.